Hi friends, thanks for joining me for Tassel Tuesday. So I have not made a bookmark tassel in a really long time, so that's what I want to work on today. But before I get into that, I wanted to tell you that Tassel Tuesday is an open collaboration and you are welcome to join anytime that you'd like. Use the hashtag Tassel Tuesday. Put me in your description box as the host, and I will put you in my description box as a participant. I host Tassel Tuesday on the second and fourth Tuesday of each month. So getting back to this little tassel, I am going to hang this on a bookmark. So the first thing I did is let me back up. I really want this tassel to have a spring, summer feel to it. So I grabbed some fabric that has little pink and purple flowers. It's got little green leaves on it, and it just feels, springy and summery to me. I did not tear long strands of it because obviously it's going to go on a bookmark, so it can't be too big. So here I am, I'm just pulling the extra pieces of thread off that tend to be hanging on the sides when you tear fabric. I have some large jewelry jump rings, so that is actually what I'm going to use to hang this little tassel on. The bookmark that I'm using is a bronze color, so I'm going to choose a bronze O-ring, and then the eye pins that I'm going to end up using to add some bead dangles to, I happen to have some bronze of those as well. Although I'm getting low on them and I'm probably going to have to order some more. So in order to get the fabric through that little ring, and you can see the ring on the table, I take it and I twist it, and I twist it all the way down to the very end, and then that makes it so I usually can get it through the ring. Like I mentioned earlier, I really want this tassel to have a spring and summery feel to it, so I'm going to go ahead and add a strand of green satin ribbon, and then I'm going to use that same green satin ribbon to tie around the top of the tassel to secure the fibers in place. So I'm going to take this ribbon and wrap it around, and then I'm going to tie that in a double knot. And then sometimes how when you do that with ribbon, then one of those pieces kind of acts a little bit unruly and it either sticks up or it sticks out. Well, I had that problem with this one. So to solve that problem, I will take the piece that's acting unruly, sticking up, sticking out, whatever the case is, and I will slide it underneath the top part that's going around horizontally, if you will. And I'm just grabbing that and I am pulling that through, and that will keep it tucked into place. Now it is time for us to embellish this little tassel with some beads. So I chose pink, green, a few orange, and a few yellow. I never use everything that I choose, but I just like to have it with me so that when I'm working on the project, I can see if it works or not. So pretty much right away I can see that some of these beads are far too large for the scale of the tassel. So right away I'm just going to move those out of my space so that I don't even consider them any longer. Some of the beads that I am going to use were given to me by my friend Pam of Pamela's Creations, and some of the beads that I'm going to use I got from BB Craft. And actually, the bookmark that I'm going to use I got from BB Craft a couple of years ago. So as you can see, this is a pretty small tassel, and so I do not want to overwhelm it with embellishments. So I'm just going to create 2 bead dangles, and one can hang on the front and one can hang on the back. If you haven't worked with beads and eye pins and stuff like that, it's very, very easy. So you just choose the size of the eye pin that you want to use, you thread your beads onto it, and then you use a needle nose plier like I have here, and you just grab the end of it and wrap that metal over, and it leaves like a little circle on the other end, and you can use that to hook onto anything else that you want. All right, both of our bead dangles are ready, so we are going to attach them to the tassel. I think I grabbed a size 7 jump ring, and as you can see, I just opened it up with my needle nose plier, and I'm actually just hooking it to the satin ribbon. Actually made this bookmark for a friend, and I'm planning to send it in a happy mail. So I'm going to include some doilies, some matching fabric. It matches the fabric that I used on the bookmark. When I send things out in happy mail or even for my Etsy shop, I truly believe in recycling, and so these Luna Bar boxes are so sturdy. They're a terrific size. They're not too small, they're not too big, so you will probably end up seeing me using those quite a lot. So that's what I'm using in this case, and I lined it with some tissue paper, and now I'm putting in one of my hand sewn envelopes. No, it's not hand sewn. I'm so sorry. It was machine sewn, but it was a hanky, and I turned it into a fabric envelope, so I'm including one of those. And now I am wrapping this bookmark in some fabric as opposed to tissue paper, because this particular fabric, I have a lot of it, so I am very happy to share it. I'm sorry I was a little bit off screen there. This fabric is very summery looking, and it's, as you can see, it has a lot of yellow, but also has some green and some blue in it. So I'm going to use a nice thin blue satin ribbon to tie that fabric together to keep the bookmark in place. I'm also going to include in her box some fabrics that I have. And when I send people fabrics, it's honestly so that they can use them for whatever they would like to. Fabrics are great to use in clusters. They are great to use in slow stitching. I don't think my friend has been doing any slow stitching, but she might decide to. So now she'll have some fabrics. These are fun to use in junk journals, all kinds of things. So I just thought I would put some in. I do not believe that I have sent her any of these fabrics before, so hopefully they will be new to her. Friends, I really appreciate you spending some time with me and watching me put together this bookmark tassel and then wrapping it up in a happy mail for my sweet friend. Thanks for watching. See you soon.